Hi everyone. In this video, we will be seeing how to Dockerize our React application and also shift to the container registry. Firstly, to perform a Docker command, you need to install a Docker CLI on your Windows. If you are using a Windows, you can go to this link and then just download this Docker desktop for Windows. Once that is downloaded, you will get an extension of the download. You can click on this extension and install it. Once it's installed, it will ask for a restart. So after restarting, your Docker desktop will open like this, and it will initially ask for a sign up. You need not do sign up at this stage. You can skip the sign up, and then after doing that, you just come to our application, and in the root directory of our application, create a file known as Docker file. And also create one more file known as .docker-ignore. This works exactly like how a git ignore will work. So this docker-ignore will be ignoring the node models. What I mean by here, while building the image, node models will not be copied to the image so that our size of the image will be smaller. Now, since we are creating a React application, which is built using a Node.js, so we have to create a base image of the Node.js. So this will be our base image. So to do that, this is a base layer command from Node. For example, my version is running on 21.5, so you can give it as 21.5. And also there are various versions available like Alpale and Slim, which is explained in the Docker documentation itself. You can go through it. And next, I'm just going to create a working directory known as app. Once that is done, I'm just going to copy package.json alone. So for that, I will be doing something like this. I will be copying both the package.json as well as package log.json. So only I'm putting this asterisk mark and JSON. Where am I going to copy? I'm going to copy inside of this app. So I'm putting dot here. So this will copy the package.json to this working directory. Next, once you have done copying of package.json, you can run an npm install command. Maybe you can just post. This is totally optional, and I will be copying for this thing, everything. Like once that is done, I will be copying source, public, everything. So only I am doing this thing, copy everything. But since the git ignore is present, it will ignore the node models. So the image will be copied with public, source, and all other files. Now I am just going to expose this to a port number 3000, and then this is basic cmd command. So usually the cmd command, if you are going to do npm start, it takes in an array. So you can put if it's something like a 3 commands npm runtime, then you can put one more comma over here, npm runtime. Since our is built using a date reactor, npm start will work. So after doing that, you just open a bash terminal and then type docker version. So our Docker is already installed, so only it is giving the version. Okay, now basically what you need to do is you have to build an image out of this Docker file. That's why we have written a Docker file. To build an image, there is a Docker command known as docker build -tag. This will be the name of the image. So I'm just going to create like a test image, and this dot is essential because we just have to specify the path where this Docker file is. So you're going to build an image known as test image. So while building it for the very first time, it will take some time. And after doing this for multiple times, this will internally cache. So for now, I will be passing the application since it will take some time to build an image. Please be patient. Okay, that image is built successfully. Now you can type Docker images to view whether your image is created. Yes, already I have created image, so only it is giving me 47 minutes ago it got created. I just did it for a test purpose. Now this is done. Now we want to attach this image to a container so that we can test whether this image is built successfully or not. So to attach this image to a container, there is a command known as docker run hyphen detached version of this container, and also you need to do the name of the container. You can give the name of the container as test container, and then maybe we can give a port. This is the port number of this Docker image which we are exposing here, and this is gonna be the port number of a take example like a local machine port here, and then the name or the image ID. Now I will be giving the name of the image here, and then if I enter on, we'll just press the enter, then the container is up. You can maybe put this command. This will give the whether the container, it will give the list of running container, whereas the Docker PS all will give the list of all the container whether it is running or not. So our container is running successfully on the port number 3000. You can open the browser and then go to the localhost 3000. You see that our container is running successfully. Now, we can just stop this container. So just stop, just continue, and then test whether the container is getting down or not. Okay, now this application should go down. Yes. Now I will just start this container again. Now the container should be up. Just wait for some time. So the container is up again. Okay. Now what we can do is we can push this local container to the container registry known as a DockerHub. To do that, you can type DockerHub. This is a free source platform. Now this is the DockerHub web page. You can sign up, and I will just do a sign in. I will just sign in using my Google account as well. Okay, once you have done a Google sign in, this will be your DockerHub landing page. Now you can come inside of this account settings and then go to the security section. Maybe you can create a one access token. You can just name it as login to. You can name it anything you want and then generate. So this is giving you the Docker login as well as the password, right? So you can copy this Docker login -u command and then paste it over here. And then for a password, you can just copy this password and paste it over here. Since I have already done a login, uh, I need not do it again. I will just delete this thing for security reasons. Okay. Now what we need to do is we have to push this from a local machine to a Docker hub, right? But we have named the container like test image. But a Docker will not accept this just like that, like a test image. So we have to firstly create a repository. So create a repository. Maybe I will just rename this as a CRUD, and this will be a public. If it's did to private, then only you can able to pull and push the image, but pull the image, sorry. But if it's public, anybody in the world can pull your image. Let this be public itself right now. I will just create this. Now this is done. Now next, to push the image from the local machine to a Docker hub, you have to rename the image like Docker tag. This tag will reassign your name. Like this is a renaming of the image. So Docker tag, and then the image ID or the image name. I will just give the image name since it's easy. And then you have to follow a convention for pushing it to a Docker hub like a docker.io, and then the username. My username is Vignesh Tech 2015, and then the name of the repository. My name of the repository is CRUD. So this will be the name of the repository, and tag you can give something like a latest. And then if you do this, now it to Docker images. Okay, your image got renamed to Docker Tech like a CRUD, and then you can push this Vignesh Tech 2015 CRUD. Now this will push it to the Docker repository. This will take some time to push. Just be patient. Okay, the image got pushed successfully to the Docker hub. Now you just refresh this thing. Now you can see that the image got pushed few seconds ago. Now if others have to pull this image, firstly they can just install the Docker CLI on their machine, and just they can do pull Docker pull Vignesh ACTech 2015 / CRUD and latest. So the image will be pulled, and they can attach that image to the container, and then they will be able to view our application. So this is the use of the Docker. So this can run on isolation, which are independent of the environment. Like it can run on any machine. That's why we are using a Docker. Thank you.